O'Connor back out now, and here's David Kemp leaving for O'Connor, who skates in on the left wing. Puts one to the crease, knocked away, rebound, stopped by the cord as Sherwood put it on goal. Right at center, loses the puck to Niels Höglander, is in on the left wing. Höglander shoots it. Decord the save as Höglander tried to fool him and beat him short side. Niels Höglander still looking for his first goal of the season, looking for his first point of the season. This is his 7th game.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity. He read it smartly. He didn't go charging in. He waited just a moment. Some traffic going to the net, but just couldn't beat the cord on that blocker side.
Сезон around for Brock Boeser. Across, and Сезon is stopped by Decord. What a pass by Boeser. Decord to the bench for an extra attacker. First penalty of the game is going to put Seattle on the power play unless the Kraken put one in the net here. And they almost did, but Demko made a marvelous save with the right pad. How did he keep that out? They're back in. McCann now thrown to the high slot. Riker Evans, side of the net. Right in front. McCann shoots. Demko looks behind him, but he keeps the puck out. And it's shot down the ice by Phil Hronek.
For the Kraken, top of the slot, we know he can shoot the puck. And this goes off the arm of Demko and then falls between his pads, and he knows it's underneath him somewhere.
And Wielander's forced to stay out. He and Buium are both over 2 minutes on this shift. Seattle looking to take advantage. Oleksiak centers, and that went right across the top of the crease. Here's a shot by Fleury, scores! Cale Fleury with his 2nd career goal. His first since 2019 as a member of the Montreal Canadiens.
Timer for Fleury, but the Canucks were never really settled as the Kraken turned up the heat in the offensive zone. And this howitzer goes by the right arm of Demko. That is top corner with some traffic in the front of the net. Canucks were in the midst of a change as the Kraken continued to move the puck around. And Cale Fleury celebrates.
Wielander for Carlson. His pass blocks by Chandler Stevenson. Carlson gets the puck neatly headed to DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk tried a wrist shot, gets it again, in on goal, centers, loose, and cleared to the corner. But the puck gets away from him, and Wright is back to pick it up.
Be a lot easier if both of them were on their strong sides, left and righty.
Here's Everly. They score! Stevenson as Everly put it on a tee. And after the Canucks failed to get a shot on a 2-man breakaway, Chandler Stevenson at the other end makes it 2-0.
Side, so they have to kind of pass behind each other, and in the scramble to get back in the zone, it's a one-timer off the rush. Everly holds, dishes, and Stevenson wastes no time. Demko not busy in this 2nd period, but that one is a power play goal for Seattle for a 2-0 lead.
First shot of the period for the Kraken. Dunn keeps it in. Vince Dunn shoots. Demko able to knock it away, and Wielander clears the puck to the corner, but he broke his stick doing that. Wielander trying to defend without one as Demko stops Ben Myers. Pettersson takes the drop pass. Boeser to Sherwood. Feeds back to Wielander into the middle. Here's Jake DeBrusk shooting, deflected, stop, rebound. Sherwood scores. Goal number 17 for keeper Sherwood as he put home the power play rebound to get the Canucks on the board.
Break it, a ladder entry, pull the penalty killer down below the goal line. That was Sherwood, who then disappears into a scoring area. It's a deflection in the slot by Boeser, and it squirts off to Sherwood, who wastes no time. Just fires it through the cord, and that is a big power play goal for the Canucks to get on the board. Cut into the lead of the Kraken.
Evans dumps the puck around. Melanson feeds it ahead. Here's Winterton in on P.O. Joseph. Ryan Winterton centers. They score. Tipped in front by Ben Myers as Winterton put it to the crease. And Myers has restored the 2-goal Seattle lead.
Full game, and they get one off the rush. Winterton's going to look, realize he can get it to the front of the net. And it just hits bodies and goes in. There's Myers. The stick was tied up, but not enough. And surprises Demko upstairs over the glove near the shoulder, and 3-1 Seattle.
Third. Canucks 1-for-1 with the man advantage. Had a couple of shots on their first opportunity. They set up here in the final minute of the second. Pettersson, Besser from the corner. In front, DeBrusk scores! Jake DeBrusk bumps the slump.
Face-off, one executed properly. And DeBrusk is going to sneak down the far side. Pettersson to Besser right near the front of the net. Off is skating in. And I'm going to buy a lottery ticket, Shorty. Draw the penalty. Get the power play goal. Get some energy late in the second period. Check mark on all those for the Canucks.
10th of the year. Karlsson gets the loose puck. Centers and it deflects back to P.O. Joseph. Here's DeBrusk. Joseph, wrist shot, tipped off the post. Karlsson deflected it, and it hit the post and stayed out. Canucks will try to keep pushing here. Hronek gathers the puck at center. Feeds over to DeBrusk, who's got a step on Dunn. Now he turns, feeds back. Hronek, long shot, fought off, loose puck, they score! Linus Karlsson with his 10th of the year. On the backhand, he tucks it home, and the game is tied at 3.
Oh, the crease crasher catches in from there, and then he's there to gather up the rebound. Karlsson is DeBrusk. Brings it deep, puts it back to the points. Kind of a fluttery shot that Decord, look at how far out he is. So Decord gets wide, and this puck is going to go between his legs. Karlsson is able to get himself free from
Kraken crash in after it. Ben Myers protecting the puck from Tom Wielander. Makes a move towards the middle with a quick shot and a glove save by Thatcher Demko. Now cuts across the high slot, turns again. Evans trying to stay with him, and he takes the body, frees up the puck. It's a 2-on-1 for Seattle. Beniers with the right. Matty Beniers to the net. Demko the save, and another one as he stopped Beniers on his own rebound. 90 seconds left in the power play. Hronek, Pettersson side of the goal. Hronek shoots, kicked out with the left pad. Loose puck, still loose. Hronek gets it, shoots wide. Lindgren clears, can't get it past DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk cuts to the middle. Pettersson takes his pass, feeds back to Hronek. Besser, top of the circle, left side. Moves back to the blue line. Now Pettersson in front, DeBrusk! Underneath the goaltender is the puck, and he's going to make sure the camera can't see where.
The body, but it was kept alive, and this is a pass to the front of the net. Puck is underneath the cord. Do we see it?
I thought I saw it hit his glove real quick there and then go under like it. And he leads things off for Vancouver. Off the glove and wide of the goal as Joey Decore was able to get a piece of that one.
Pick your spot, get some speed. And you're right, off the top of the glove.
Lead spot Monday as well was stopped by Kevin Lankin, and now he tries his luck on Thatcher Demko. And Demko shuts the door.
Shuffled over a little bit right there. Shut down that 5-hole.
Now Elias Pettersson will go up against Joey Decord. Pettersson's 0 for 3 this year, 13 for 40 in his career. In with speed. And he's stopped by the right pad of Joey Decord.
And then brings the pads down lower so he can shut down the 5-hole. I thought glove might be the...
Who's made a name for himself in his first 2 shootout bids. Here's number 3. And Decord stopped him on the same move he tried in Boston on Jeremy Swayman.
When you go to that backhand, you gotta try to elevate it, but you're right, it was the exact same move.
On Thatcher Demko. Scores! Matty Beniers with a beautiful move, and that's had to tuck it into the open net on the forehand. Second, after surrendering a 2-goal lead, are able to outlast Vancouver in a shootout.
He came down forehand and then pulled and then right back across the green, and Demko couldn't get that right pad back far enough in time. The reach by Beniers, the little hop at the end.